Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Bitcoin's been absolutely ripping and going crazy, so I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, so we're going to jump into the charts here. Bitcoin has been going absolutely crazy and just ripping the last few days, the last few weeks actually, but this is absolutely insane what is happening here. I can't say that it's actually happened like this before in the past, but we'll take a look at the rainbow chart here and see if it has or not. So we'll dive into it here. Currently at almost 2.4 trillion market cap. The total market cap has gone up over $400 billion in the last few weeks. So that's a lot of new money flooding into the space. This is absolutely crazy what's going on here. Take a look at the Bitcoin chart here from today. You know, I mean, even just like a few days ago, we were down to 51,000, under 51,000 here, and then we ripped all the way up to 64,000, got rejected, and then came back down a little bit here. And now we're resting right around that 61,000 mark as of the recording of this video. Now, I'm recording this last night, so anything can happen between when I'm recording this and when this video comes out, so keep that in mind. But so you can look at these levels here. Right now we're kind of resting right on this level here. Now hopefully we'll make this around 61,000 as support, and then maybe we'll try to go for an all-time high here. But if we measure this, I want to measure this here quick from this wick here 3 days ago up until, you know, yesterday. That's like a 25, almost 26% move on Bitcoin in just 3 days. That's pretty impressive. So if we measure it, let's measure it now from where we're at here until 69,000. I'm going to see if I can move this chart up here a little bit. Yeah, I got it right there. Let's see what a percentage it would be from here if we moved from here up to 69,000. That would only be a 13% move. So that's very doable in the very near future. As you can see, you know, it probably moved that much in 1 day. So we could certainly reach a new all-time high from here any day now if Bitcoin continues to do this. Now, if we look at the chart, we kind of went sideways for like over a week or so before we took off again. That's kind of, you know, what we did here. We jumped up, then went sideways for like a week, and then we just kept jumping up from there. So we'll have to see what happens here, but I'm really glad that the market has been bullish right now. Now, Portal Coin is launched as of the recording of this video, so hopefully we had a successful launch as you're watching this video, guys, for those of you who got into Portal. So we'll just have to see what happens between now and when Portal launches in the morning. It's less than 12 hours away from now. I think it's like 7 hours from now or 6 hours from now or something. So it's going to be launching pretty soon. Hopefully it has a good launch and takes off to the moon for those of us who got into it. I'll do an update on Portal once I know what's going on with it. So we'll have to see what happens. If we go to the Crypto Fear and Greed Index here, we're at 80 now. Just the other day when I was recording, we were at, I think, 72. So we're all the way up in the 80 now. We're in extreme greed now. So we got to kind of watch out, and anything could happen. You know, as you guys know by looking at this chart, you know, it went up to 64,000 and then it dumped down to like 58,000 on some of the charts and then came back up above 60,000. So it's really going crazy right now. But 80 for the Fear and Greed Index is in extreme greed. You know, that's kind of a sign that maybe you should be taking profits out on some of your coins, not all of them. And when I talk about this, I talked about this on my video yesterday. Some people were confused. They're like, Dean, you know, we're still early in the market. Why are you selling your coins? Well, I'm just taking some profits out and putting them off to the side. Now, there's certain coins that pumped a lot, and so I sold all of it. There's other coins that pumped a decent amount, and I just took out a small amount. But I moved those funds. I took some funds and put them off to the side. I took them out of the market. I took a lot of funds out of the market, and then I reinvested a lot of funds also into coins that haven't taken off yet in seed round investments. So I'm kind of doing both. I'm moving some off the table right now, and I'm putting some, reinvesting it into coins that haven't taken off yet in new projects, because I want to get more gains out of those gains that I already made. So far it's worked out really well for me. So hopefully the market continues to be good, we'll just have to see. Take a look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart here, though. We're up almost to this yellow zone. If you look at the last bear market here, we got all the way up into the yellow zone before we had a big correction. So it's very possible, although it was earlier on. It was well before the halving, before that happened. We're coming up to the halving now, and we're starting to come up almost to this yellow zone. So there's a possibility that we could still come back down before we take off into the main bull run. It's really difficult to say what's going to happen right now because, typically we haven't been this high. If you look back here in 2016, we weren't that high at all, when we came to the halving. And then here, we were at pretty low time in the market as well. We did have this COVID crash here, so this really doesn't count. But maybe we're going to move up to the halving and then take off. Who knows what was going to happen before this COVID crash. But, by looking at it, we weren't going to be as high as we were at here at the halving. But, if we hit, it's a possibility we hit this all-time high before the halving. It's hard to say what's going to happen here. And obviously, none of us know for sure what's going to happen. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. Either way, I've got my main portfolio packed and ready for the bull run. If you don't have your main portfolio packed, there's still coins out there that are still a good buy. Granted, you're not going to get the prices that we were getting last year for some of those coins like Avalanche and Chainlink and some of the other ones that are really good projects, Solana. You're not going to see those prices from last year likely again unless we get a really big correction here. And if we do, that would be a good time to add some to your portfolio. But for now, you can still pick up some of those coins if you want for your portfolio. You're still going to get great returns out of them likely in the long run. This isn't financial advice because I don't know what for sure is going to happen. But if it were me and I didn't have my main portfolio built, I would start personally putting a bunch of those into my portfolio and get my main bags packed with those bigger safe caps that are going to do well. And then I would start picking up some of the smaller cap ones that haven't taken off a lot yet. And I've covered a lot of those in my videos recently. If you want to take a look at any of the gaming coins or some AI coins, although the AI coins, a lot of them have really taken off yet, so I'd be careful on picking those up right now. But there may be some out there that have launched recently that haven't taken off yet, so you just got to really do your research and look into those. But some people were asking on my video yesterday which portal coin I was referring to because there's multiple out there. It's the main portal. If you go to CoinGecko and just type in portal, it'll pop up. It's probably the only portal that'll pop up on here more likely. And it has this symbol here, this black circle with the white swooshes in it, or whatever you want to call it. And it's portalgaming.com. This is the portal, and this is probably going to be the monster of all gaming projects of this year. Another good one that's going to be coming up is Ready Games, but I'm not sure when that one's launching, but that one's going to have a lot of hype behind it too. And they might do some kind of event like Portal did where you'll be able to get into it early. We got into that one through my Discord and my VC firm as well. But that allocation sold out, but you still might be able to get in that if they do like some kind of public sale as well. We'll have to see what Ready Games comes up with when they're getting ready to launch. But right now the focus is on Portal. Hopefully by the time I record this video, we've made some really good gains on it. Now you guys realize when you're in those, like we got in the angel round investment, we only get 15% of our coins at the launch. We still have 85% of our coins that we're going to get over a period of, I think it's 12 months. So it's not like we're getting all of our coins at once. They do that to protect the project from dumping at launch, because you do some of these pre-sales and they give you all of your tokens up front. Everybody dumps them at the beginning and it dumps the price down. But these bigger projects where you get into these angel and seed round investments, they usually give you like 5, 10, or 15% of your coins at the launch, and then the rest you get over a period of time. Sometimes you don't get any at the launch and you got to wait several months before you get any of them. That's just how it is. It's to protect the price of the project. So you have to keep that in mind when you're investing in the seed round investments, and you don't always know when they're going to launch. They could say, I've had some that said they were going to launch last year already. They still haven't launched. So you got to keep that in mind too when you're investing in them, because, you don't control when they launch. It's up to them when they actually decide to launch. They usually wait for optimal market conditions. Portal just happened to pick the perfect time to launch, in my opinion. hopefully that plays well with the launch. By the time this video comes out, we'll see what happens with it, but I'm expecting them to make some more bigger announcements possibly after the launch today, so we'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Just try to keep a level head out there. Don't dive into these coins that have pumped significant amount recently. Just be careful what you're doing out there. Try not to chase the green candles, because you're going to get burned if you do that. Try to look at the ones that haven't pumped yet, because they're going to be rotating through different coins likely. When the ones that have pumped, people take the profits and then they'll move them into the ones that haven't pumped yet. Those will pump up and take off. It's kind of like a rotation. You don't know which ones are going to move next. Just got to be patient. If your coins are sitting there for several months, it is what it is. I've been there. It happens. It's frustrating, but don't just jump into some of these coins and sell the ones that you're holding because they're not moving right now. Because a lot of times what happens is you'll sell the coin because it's not moving, and you'll put it into something that has moved, and that'll have a big correction. You'll lose your money, and then the one that you just jumped out of starts pumping. That's Murphy's Law. It happens all the time. So just be careful, on what you're doing. Try to make a smart decision about it. Try not to be too impatient. But, I can't give you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you personal experience of mine and what's happened to me. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover for this video, guys. I really hope this information is useful to you, and I really appreciate you for watching my videos, and we'll see you on the next one.